Just came back from the Newtype 2026 Mission 1. We brought home the Kira, boys. We brought home the Kira. So, I got some spice to play. Let's get into the deck profile.
All right, start off with the units. We got 4 of each of the little weenies here. We're not playing Zwart just because I actually like to play aggressive with these sometimes. Zwart just doesn't let you attack your opponent. Rick Diaz, one of the best cards in the game. 3/3, so solid. But honestly, a lot of times, if I have the option between both of these, I'm going to go for Lifrith first, because Lifrith has more HP. And so it survives more ping. There's a lot of ping going around. It's kind of like an anti-meta choice for all the purple-blue. So Lifrith is going to take first place here on the best blocker. This is a very close second. Effectively, they do the same thing in most situations, to be honest. Moving up to the next units here. I would say this is honestly the best MVP of the deck. This has won me so many games. This card's so important. I did this as a tech choice because I was expecting to see a lot of one-year war and blue-purple, which was the right call. I will do my best to keep this on board because honestly, if you just out-tempo your opponent and make sure they don't have units on board and you do, you're almost guaranteed game. My round 1 against blue-purple, actually, enough. Very good player. By level 4, I was down to 0 shields and 1 base left. And I managed to reverse sweep the entire game because I had established both of these with a link and just made sure to protect them as much as possible, just push him back so much advantage that he just wasn't able to come back and take the game from me. The -2 AP with Kira gets all the the Grace custom, the GM, things of that nature. It's just a free kill. And then you also get the balance 1 with the other units. So you're effectively removing 2 units per turn with 1 swing. This card's so incredible. We'll discuss why I'm only running 2 though here in the coming up here. For the 4/3s, we finish it off with 3 Gundam. I'm most of the time, little spoiler, we are playing NT. I feel like I wanted this more than NT most of the time, but the NT ping was relevant enough. And I don't know, I'm torn between playing 4 and 1 or 3 and 2. So I guess it's really up to you what you want. But I'm definitely playing this along with this because I want to be able to use Amuro Link ability as much as possible. And the repair is just so good in this format with a lot of things having a little ping. Speaking of another tempo plays, it's a blocker to protect my life and also just pair a Kira or a Amuro to it and just keep bouncing their board back to their hand just so you always make sure they're playing behind on card advantage. I played 2 Freedom Gundam, the blocker. I really like this for its effect of you can pair other white pilots to it, so you can actually use the Hawk and Endymion with it too, which is pretty crazy. And it's so hard to clear because no matter what they swing, you're most likely going to kill it if it's a low to the ground deck, which tends to be a lot of the meta. And also the 6 HP really is good against all the ping decks floating around. I'm considering for the next event trying this Freedom instead, just because it kind of does the same thing of putting them back so far because they have to aggro this, but the stats are not as good and you can't restand it with Archangel. So I'm kind of torn. I think next new type event I'm going to try the GDO3 Freedom Gundam, but it's up in the air. But this did play very well. And actually the last units I'm playing is just 2 Justice Gundams because it provides protection and you can make your board go wide with the token and it's just a solid 5/5 beater. So it does a little bit of everything. Make your board go wider if you need to, gives you a blocker if you need it, and just gives you something to swing into if you need to. Very, very solid card. That's actually all for the units because the namesake of the deck of why I call it Space Jesus Turbo is I built it like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck where we're really just doing as much drawing into the main engine as possible. So what we have, 10 draws cards here. I very consistently use a majority of these too. And the bonus effect of this doesn't come up very often, but just being able to rest a little blocker late game is pretty awesome too. So early games, a lot of just play a blocker and with your leftover resource, use something to draw with. It really just gets me into a perfect link situation every time I need it. I really, really like it. I think the commands are the new wave for this game coming forward. Speaking of commands, 2 Striker Pack. The burst is incredible, one of the best bursts in the game. being able to hand out a very solid token of whichever we need, if you need more defensive or offensive. The reason I'm only playing 2 though is because it does conflict with the Sword Strike Gundam because it's an Earth Alliance. Other event, we play 1 Unforeseen Incident. Honestly, you could play something else in its place. It's just I feel like anytime I played more than 1, I would have it when I didn't really need it, or I'd hit it off burst and it just was pretty irrelevant because people just play around it very easily. And then 2 Hawkem and Dimion. Honestly, I'm kind of considering cutting this and playing a 3rd because this card's so good. Because not only does it give you the effect of the Freedom Gundam, if you can link it with Sword Strike Gundam for an easy turning on his ability to start bouncing. And even early game, if you don't open very well, you can just use this as a normal command and just bounce their card back to their hand. So eventually, by the time you're able to play something, you're not too far behind. MVP card. This card's crazy. This and Sword Strike Gundam, incredible cards. For Kira Yamato, for Amara Ray, best pilots in the game by far. Just being able to basically eliminate anything you need by being able to rest it with this. And same with this, just being able to clear all the small land for free, basically, because you're not going to receive any damage on the clapback. And namesake of the deck, here's our Space Jesuses, and we turbo into them with the commands. 2 Archangel and 2 Corsica base. This is the best base in the game by far. It's an extender. It gives you card advantage, and it's a defensive card. But sometimes hitting this off of life just isn't it, Chief. It's only good if you're playing it like aggressively, for lack of a better term. Well, Archangel tends to be better late game because it has a lower cost. So you're able to play your higher end bodies with it too, and just being able to restand something at a blocker. Poke with the blocker to add some pressure. If you have some leftover resources, then restand it afterwards so you get best of both worlds. So I'm pretty happy with the 2-2 split here. I'm actually kind of a fan of 5 bases because I like hitting one off of burst. So like theoretically, I could consider maybe, I don't know. That's definitely up in the air. I'm not sure what the 5th one would be, if it'd be an extra copy of one of these or it'd be something different. But I'm pretty happy with this. What is it, Nahal Argama? That's another potential to play too. And here he is. We got the Kira Yamato. So if you have any questions, let me know. Rate, comment, subscribe, and continue to scrub them out, boys.